Imagine getting paid just for sharing your thoughts on products and services you use every day. With Survey Junkie, it's that simple. Click on the link in the video description to discover how you can start earning today by taking surveys.
The neighbor of a 12-year-old boy who murdered teenager Shawn Seesahai with a 16-inch machete put up barbed wire to keep him off his property. Locals living near the Wolverhampton Park, where the 19-year-old was butchered to death in a brutal killing, told of how one of the tearaways was a nasty piece of work. One neighbor put up a spiked wire perimeter, metal bars, and a sign warning of 24-hour CCTV in an attempt to barricade his home and keep the scum out. The killer, who cannot be named for legal reasons, would ride across the playing fields on his mountain bike and hang around deep into the night outside shops and alleyways where he would cut the wires on lampposts. Residents described him as a nasty piece of work and accused him of posting fireworks through letterboxes, damaging streetlights and stealing scooters in a reign of terror that plagued the neighborhood. The boy and another 12-year-old boy were both found guilty of murder at Nottingham Crown Court on Monday and are thought to have become the youngest knife murderers in the UK. Speaking to the Telegraph, one man said, "You could see he was carrying a knife. I told the police he was carrying, and I told the social services he was carrying a knife. He was out every night of the week. He was in gangs. Gang members would be in that alley waiting for him. I don't want him breaking into my house when I'm out. I barbed wired it all. I screened the window. His friend was always with him. They were always together, pinching, night after night. Scum, that's all he was." He told The Times he was out pinching every night of the week. He said, "I was sick of it. The police were bringing him back every night of the week. They'd wake me up, banging my door. The police did 2 raids, the neighbors told me. They arrested him and social services were always here. The police smashed my gate off when they were coming to get him." It comes as former police officers pile on the pressure for 2 boys to be named to stop other youngsters picking up knives, reported The Sun. Former Met officer Peter Blexley said, "We don't have enough deterrents these days, which is why criminals roam the streets without fear. Naming and shaming sometimes works." While former Met Commander Di Davies said unmasking them could act as a deterrent for other youngsters. "Secondly, it would expose the feral kids that they are," he said. Yesterday, police issued a haunting photo of one of the 12-year-old killers posing with a 16-inch machete tucked into his trousers on the day he hacked Mr. Seesahai to death. The masked boy, who cannot be named for legal reasons, is seen wearing a gray hooded jumper with the black handle of the blade within touching distance of his chin. The killer menacingly peers down and tucks both of his hands into the waistband of his gray jogging bottoms in the terrifying snap. Mr. Seesahai, who came to the UK for eye surgery after suffering a basketball injury, was ruthlessly attacked by the boy and another 12-year-old at a park in Wolverhampton last November. He was originally from Caribbean island Anguilla but was staying in Birmingham while recovering from cataract surgery. He was described by his parents as a hard worker, who loved to help his mother with chores, worked for his father at the weekend and always told them that one day he would shine and take care of them. After the boys were found guilty of murder on Monday, chilling Snapchat messages between the pair came to light, including one where a killer appears to shrug off the tragedy by declaring, "It is what it is." In the group call log, recovered by police, the youngsters are told that everyone is talking about the murder the previous night. "Someone got stabbed, everyone talking ABT, sick, it, literally everyone knows." One of the pair responds with a voice note. "It is what it is," he chillingly says. A friend comments, "I'm scared man," before one of the defendants coolly replied, "I'm not," then adds, "I'd slang for I don't really care." The last moments of Mr. Seesahai were captured on CCTV footage which shows the machete attack victim walking to a park minutes before being murdered by Britain's youngest knife killers. The boys, who were allowed to play with fidget spinner toys while giving evidence, are expected to be sentenced next month. The month-long trial at Nottingham Crow